Welcome everybody to the VRespawn Hive, whatever all the branding is.
Oh.
Pistol Whip launch party.
Oh.
Hey!
No. Boo.
These are your Cloudhead / Pistol Whip devs, or at least some of them, the ones that aren't good enough to compete against our best shooters. So they're here with us.
Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, 2 people. That's fine.
This is...
Yeah, so I mean, I'm here too, so you know, that's take from that what you will. But yeah, so we have. You guys want to introduce yourselves from that end?
I don't...
Oh, so I'm Ed, producer. I actually just joined the studio a few weeks ago, so I just came here to help and support this awesome development team.
Oh, wait, what?
Make sure you're on Amplify. Yes.
Sorry, my host panel, Amplify. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm the art lead at Cloudhead Games.
Hello, I'm Denny. I don't have hands, so I'll do this. I'm the CEO, creative director, Cloudhead Games.
I am Cameron, programming and design lead for Pistol Whip.
Hi, I'm Amplify. How's that work?
What?
On the host panel,
Whoa.
to your right.
What is this? What?
Okay. There we go.
Black screen
Hi.
for 24 hours. Who
I'm
wants
Joel. I'm the audio director and level designer, one of the level designers on Pistol Whip.
Oh, so it's you. Okay, I have a question for you later. So let's just get right into it. You guys have built a few games before. You worked on Aperture Hand Labs and things like the Gallery. What made you change from that style of game to Pistol Whip?
I don't know who should field that.
Don't all talk at once.
Can you hear me? This is the generic answer, I guess, is that, we've always been kind of a narrative-driven studio. So some of Pistol Whip came from, wanting to tell a story based on pulling a user through an unstoppable action sequence in a movie. So thinking about how a movie soundtrack kind of drives action and player action within that was kind of like a big pillar of like, well, how do we make people feel like a badass kind of action hero? And then we're all big fans of John Wick, so we're like, that's an amazing, piece of cinema. How do we recreate that in VR in a way that makes sense with the market where it is right now? So that's a long, short answer of where we arrived at Pistol Whip.
All right, so on that note, what was the inspiration moment for this game? Were you all like sitting in a meeting and then all of a sudden someone was like, rail shooter with a beat, and then sat back down? Or was there was it a month-long discussion, or like, did you just come up with it?
Honestly, it was multi-year discussion because we had done a lot of prototyping and a lot of pitching to Hollywood about a whole host of different things. And there was kind of like this natural evolution towards, again, like how do we immediately engage a user in a cinematic experience in a way that's unstoppable and that they can't think about what they're doing. Their lizard brain kicks in and they just react to what's going on.
That's exactly what happens. Show of hands, who in the audience has already played Pistol Whip? Yeah, we got 1, 2.
Hey,
okay, a couple of you.
3.
You should all go play it afterwards. I highly recommend it. Let's go on to my next question. So when you started building, you said it was a multi-year discussion. So did you start building it with the Quest in mind, or like halfway through, did you say, hey, this new headset came out, now we need to redo it, build it for Quest, or how did that kind of go?
Well, I mean, with the Gallery, we were always talking about how to build a framework to support a whole bunch of different VR platforms. So Pistol Whip just kind of slid into previously existing strategies on, how are you going to survive in the VR market in general? You have to be deeply multi-platform. So it was kind of already a consideration, I guess is the best way to say it.
Okay, cool. So what are your guys' favorite VR games outside of Pistol Whip? Something that you like to kick back and relax in, or do you like playing other like aggressive games, workout games?
Jonathan, you want to answer
anybody.
that?
Any of you?
Sure, I can answer
Do you
that.
guys play
My-
VR at all, or do you just write code?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I play. My kids like to play Beat Saber. I play a little bit of Beat Saber. I really like Budget Cuts. I thought that was a really interesting take on stealth in VR. That game's a lot of fun. I like Moss a lot. Moss is very nice, pretty to look at. Astrobot on PSVR is very cool. Does a lot of innovative platform stuff. What else? That's kind of it, I guess. That's all I can think of right now. That's not all I've ever played, but that's all I can think of right now.
My favorites are stuff like I really like Compound, Vox Machina.
Compound's great.
Yeah, Compound's pretty awesome. Stuff like that. Those are great for me.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Anybody else?
yeah. We're always kind of dipping into a bunch of VR experiences just in general. It is, if we're being honest here, it is challenging to play VR games all the time when you're in a really heavy dev cycle, but we're always trying new things for sure.
I try things like Denny said, but I tend to play a lot of flat screen gaming still. That's kind of my main jam. And I think that, VR is amazing and there's all kinds of new stuff we're doing in it, but there's still a lot of, a huge amount of knowledge in gameplay design lessons that, totally translate from regular flat screen gaming. So that's kind of still what I do. And partially just because I have a family and we all game together and VR hasn't quite bridged that gap yet for how to make that work. So yeah, that's I'm playing Luigi's Mansion right now, I guess what I should say.
You mean you haven't bought your whole family quests? I mean, come on.
No, I probably have enough quests, that different versions of them at home for the whole family, but not quite yet. I got really little kids, so they doesn't quite fit on their heads.
Although I do want to say, like, all the stuff Quest has done to remove friction points for users, like, one of the greatest things is being able to stream to, like, your phone or stream to your TV, and that creates this, like, instant, like, social interactivity with the platform that's super important.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we're talking kids and just accessibility too in the Quest in general, it's really easy at home to just break out the Quest. Like, you can take the Quest, put it on a kid's head, and they can play Beat Saber right there in the living room, as opposed to having to schlep into the office, turn on my computer, get all the Windows updates, update my drivers, and all this other nonsense in order to play something. So yeah, we're big fans of the kind of accessibility and mainstream stuff that things like the Quest that are starting to emerge in the market.
Yeah, so there is going to be a competition. I'm not sure if you all knew that, but I'm assuming that's why you're here. Is we're going to have a competition on here. VRespawn's 2 best shooters are going to be playing your 2 best. Thermi, and who's your other shooter? I don't think I actually was told.
Dan. Tom Selleck's mustache is what he goes by.
The mustache man. Got it. Okay.
And Dan and Anthony are both level designers on Pistol Whip.
Dan is the guy that you see in the trailers in the suit.
Yeah.
I pulled up too many menus and now I'm stuck. All right, so next question. Overall, how have the calves of the development team expanded? Is it 3-4 inches?
That's all panic. Anybody that's complaining about their calves is panicking playing the game. You get into a mode where you start to understand game structure and how the enemies present themselves, and you're doing far less squatting. It's more about, you get into more tactical movement and more efficient movement. So people complaining about how much their bodies hurt, I think there's a bit of it is just them kind of easing into how the mechanics actually function.
Yeah, that's one thing that tends to happen. I actually kind of go out of my way not to over optimize because I really like how much movement is in play there. So I'm still get super low and stuff, and it's great.
Yeah, I know our team, we went really hard when we first got it, and then the next day we were all in Discord and we're like, guys, I can't walk. It's a really rough second day of the game for sure. So I highly recommend you stretch ahead of time. It's a good thing. So so you already talked about why you went with the movie theme. You wanted to do that John Wick, unstoppable motion kind of thing. What's your favorite movie then? If you're big movie buffs, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, that. So a lot of us are old at the studio, not all of us, but so that goes way back to like the 80s and 90s of like just a whole.
Back in my day.
Yeah, a number of decades of action movies. So but obviously the influences here are the Matrix trilogy, John Wick, Equilibrium, stuff like that. Like that was a big kind of focus.
Those are some good ones.
We all talked about John Wick early on because it kind of changed the game for action movies in general for shooting, like just a lot more realistic tactics, the way he holds his gun, the way he actually has to reload, and a lot of that was really cool and hadn't really been translated to video games yet. So I think that was a big part of the inspiration for like what if that was the game? What if that feeling that you get from watching the movie was the game, and what if actually being good at those tactical skills would help you in the game? So yeah, it's definitely, we're trying to like see just kind of what that new style of action looks like in a video game.
Don't forget Hardcore Henry too. That one was awesome.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I forgot about that. Yeah, but I think it was playthrough number 2. I was playing and I was recording and I was like, I'm John Wick, and everyone on my team was just cracking up.
Yeah, it's something part of why the single pistol thing came about. And we talked about that a lot early on, where it's like, well, you have 2 controllers, we should have 2 pistols. But I think we focused on one for a long time because of the John Wick thing, and because it felt so unique to have to actually use, like, to hold up one controller with 2 hands felt really unique and a thing that hadn't really been done in games before. So we focused on that first, and then kind of added the second pistol for people who want to use it. But I think that decision actually, in some ways, helped define what the game was going to be in the long run.
Yeah, I definitely like the playing with the single pistol over 2 pistols for sure. So you said that you were the one that created some of the levels. So my question to you is, why do you hate us? Those new levels have so much movement in them, man. They're rough.
Yeah, it's funny. We were just talking upstairs about how there became, over the course of development, there was kind of a difficulty creep that happened where as we all got better at the game, we just started making the levels harder and harder. And like, there's 3 different people that were doing the mapping, and we all kind of started competing with each other to try to make harder and harder levels. So I think that's why it got to where it did. And there's a fair bit of discrepancy between the levels, which we talked about early on, or we talked about late in the game about should we even them out, and the decision was made to just kind of leave it because it's just more variety.
Yeah, I think it's a good. It feels good. There's a good amount of difference in level play and everything. I have a couple that I really like that I can get into the beat of, and then there's a couple where it's just like I just got to survive, and then So
yeah,
it feels
that's
good.
Exactly it.
I think we ultimately ended up with how the levels are placed on the board when you fire up the game, starting with Black Magic all the way through the Fall. I think that order ended up being curated in a thematic way and also kind of a difficulty way too. So when you start with Black Magic, like if you stick with the normal all the way through, you'll get a slow ramp in difficulty with, levels like Death being, Download the Future and Death and Fall being of what Joel was just talking about, where it's a higher intensity for normal. And then when you go back to the beginning and start it hard and work your way through, it ramps like that. So that was kind of the intent of the order of the songs as well.
Okay. Were there Were there any particular movie scenes that you tried to copy into the game, or that you really like wanted to make people feel like they were in?
I mean, we could all answer a little bit differently, but the first level of the game, Black Magic, was heavily inspired by John Wick. We kind of took like the being in a nightclub trope of trying to survive a gun sequence. I mean, it comes up over and over again, not just John Wick, but a bunch of other kind of action movies. So Black Magic is kind of prototypical for the team, I think, in terms of like getting that across.
I don't know the audio there.
Cut out?
Yeah, it's right. It's sort of per level. Depends on the level. Every level kind of has a theme to it that's sort of a fiction. Black Magic, like Danny just said, is very John Wick. Revelations is kind of like a sort of a bank heist. It's got like casino stuff in it, and it's got a bank scene in it. Lilith is a lot of sort of building rooftops and construction and stuff. So that draws from movies like some of the stuff in Dark Knight Rises or The Town or things like that. Down of the Future is kind of is sort of a cyberpunk thing. So yeah, obvious Trap Requiem is sort of like a bank a museum heist. So movies like The International, every level kind of had certain sort of key set pieces that were kind of homages to various action movies. Yeah, hopefully people will pick up on that stuff. The interesting thing that I think is that people may not pick up on that stuff on the first or maybe even the second or third playthrough. It might not be until later because they're so busy just trying to stay alive. It might be that after several playthroughs and they start to get the hang of the song and the level, that's when they may start to look around them and go, oh shit, I just realized I was in a museum, or oh, I didn't even realize that this is like a robot factory, or whatever other kind of set piece stuff that we've put around to kind of build up that fiction. So hopefully that depth will come through after people have played it for a while.
Yeah, I didn't even realize there was music playing for the first 2 rounds. I was just like, die, 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 die. So what are your guys' development backgrounds? How long? You said you just joined Cloudhead. Is that what you said, Jonathan?
Yeah.
That was it.
I've been, Ed, our producer, just joined us, and he's actually been in games for, I don't know where Ed went.
Can you give me a second?
No, Ed's been in games for a long time.
Behind the bar somewhere.
Maybe he fell through the world and now he's just gone. No, I've been at Cloudhead for 3 years now. I've been in games for about 20 years. I've worked, most of my career was spent at Electronic Arts down in San Francisco area. I worked at a couple of small indies there. I've worked on a lot of big AAA stuff, but VR came along and I was really looking to, VR to me looked like the future, and I started looking into how to get into that. And it just so happened that at the time, Cloudhead was looking for an artist, and I think Denny and I hit it off, and I was looking to change of pace from the Bay Area to beautiful Vancouver Island, and everything just kind of worked out perfectly. And so I've been at Cloudhead for 3 years. That's a long answer to I've been at Cloudhead for 3 years.
Joel, show off your pedigree.
Look at my pedigree. I a bit of a similar story to Jonathan. I was in the AAA space for a while. I worked at BioWare in Edmonton on the Mass Effect games for a while and Dragon Age games. And before that, I was on Need for Speed in Vancouver. And then eventually just decided to move out to Vancouver Island and try to make some indie games and teach myself to code and learn Unity and stuff. And I did that, and I was kind of in the middle of that, and I had an Oculus DK1 at the time, and I was trying to make my own VR stuff. And then my mom told me that she had seen something on TV about a VR studio on Vancouver Island, and thought she was crazy, but I ended up talking to Denny, and they needed help with audio, and so I ended up joining the team from there. And yes, I've been around since very early, six years maybe now, something like that, since kind of back in the very early DK1 days. It's been quite the ride. We're all tripping out right now, even just looking around the studio and seeing everybody in these like tetherless VR headsets. You know, we're all just wherever we wanted to be at the time rather than having to set up tons of lighthouses on the walls and everything. We've seen the tech through like the very roughest it was at the very beginning. Like we had early Vive dev kits before anyone knew about it, all the way to where it is now with the Quest being, you know, so convenient. It's really cool. It's been quite the journey over the last 6 years. Well, I can't hear
Anybody
anything.
else, or do you want to go to another question? You show off your pedigree as well.
No, I think those guys have it wrapped up
Alright.
quite well.
So, when you built the game, did you think it would be a competitive game? I mean, you put the leaderboard in there, but were you expecting this level of competition that we're about to see today?
hoping for it.
Maybe not to the degree, but we did. Yeah, definitely, it was part of the plan. One of the pillars was to be a competitive leaderboard based kind of live product that we're always adding content to.
And so you said you were the sound guy? Which one of you is
Yeah.
that? You. Okay.
This guy.
So at what point did you reach out to these different groups and why these different groups, I guess, you know, did you build the level first and then map it to a song, or did you have the songs picked out ahead of time and then map the levels to it? How'd that work out?
We used John Wick mode. It's one of the songs from the John Wick soundtrack. That was the first song that we used to kind of prototype levels to, and it had a very specific kind of driving dark beat to it that everybody dug, and it seemed to work well with the gameplay. So we kind of started just looking for music that fit that vibe, and we eventually stumbled upon this label, Cannibal Records, that's out of Montreal, and they just seemed to have a catalog of a lot of stuff that could fit into that vein, and some real awesome tracks in there. And so I contacted them, and we ended up meeting up, and they're another kind of smaller studio that, I mean, they're a label, but it's kind of similar size company, similar vibe, similar kind of like independent scene, and they were super cool, and we hit it off right away and ended up making a deal with those guys to kind of be the providers of the soundtrack for launch, and they'll continue to provide some music beyond that. And you know, we don't know exactly what will happen in the long run for music, but right now Cannibal has been perfect for getting everything done, because we were able to kind of have like a single deal where you know, we didn't have to make deals with every single artist or label individually. We just had a big package thing, and I think it's cool too, because it gives the game sort of a unique flavor that's like specific to Pistol Whip. We're gonna totally branch out to other kinds of music. We absolutely want to get into different genres and different vibes, but for now, we just decided to make sure the game had kind of a unique feel to it, and I think Cannibal helped a lot with that.
Yeah, the songs are absolutely awesome. I mean, I tweeted earlier. I've been hearing these things in my dreams. I've been writing code to them. I've been singing them in the shower. They're great. They get stuck in your head so hard. Many
That's
of you,
awesome, yeah.
actually all of you, will have seen the message from the event host. We are going to have to do a room reset because too many people showed up. This is super popular. So there is going to be a reset. You might have to rejoin if it decides to kick you. But we're going to be here the whole time. We want to get everything set before the competition starts in a few minutes. The devs are going to stick around, and we will be taking a break in between rounds so you can ask questions. We've got a couple of games to play. We've got a couple of giveaways, so make sure you stay through the whole thing. But yeah, I think whoever's going to do the room reset is good to go. Thank you guys so much for coming and doing the QA.
No worries. Thanks for putting it on.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it.
Can't download the game without.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's okay.
Snap time.
What's happening? Is there a snap?
Give me your nuggets.
Time to reset.
Oh, children.
Hey, Vivian.
Yes?
This is
I'll be
Ryan.
back in a minute.
How's it going?
Oh, hey.
I'm gonna rejoin as well. Oh, who made that noise?
People who are trying to get kicked from the event are totally
Control yourself.
Just-
me right
Just remember, this is a bunch of gamers in one little area.
Control yourselves.
You know, so.
Yeah, please be mature and respectful. I know what's wrong,
Or
but
wait
please.
until we can all participate, I think.
I can't resist.
All right,
Oh
there
my
is a
God,
room
please.
reset happening. Everybody just hold still. No, I'm just kidding.
Okie dokie.
Don't move. Okay, I'm here. Cammy's here.
Yeah, only us. Everyone's in another room. And that'd be great. Oh, or everyone has to join the event again.
Here we go.
There we are.
They made it back.
Here.
Awesome.
Oh, did the
Here is it.
You all made it.
Okay, so awesome. Just real quick, I want to say thank you to Trip, who's hosting. Normally I host the show, but Trip stepped up because I'm a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, the lady
So-
talking from the balcony up there in the pink shirt. That's Vivian, the host of the Hive.
And general boss of Trip.
Yes. Remember, since we did the room reset, you have to set your amplify back on. As I was saying, that's Vivian, but she was. We unanimously decided to boot her from this event because she is too stressed. And the screen behind me should be lighting up any second now, and we're going to kick off this stream. Yeah, you might not want to stand this close. It's bad for your eyes, I hear.
Hype.
He
Come on,
says as he's
VRespawn.
wearing a VR headset.
Can we get up there?
Yes, you can. If you can't make it, you can go outside and there's a stairwell.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up here with Vivian, I guess. Hi.
It's your man, Pooh Nanners, your Texas caster and hype master.
And I'm that big, beautiful, baby, bearded boy, Cutie Pie.
That's right. We've got another great show for everyone joining us tonight on Twitch, YouTube, and in Altspace. Cloudhead Games just released their new game, Pistol Whip. Everyone at VRespawn has been excited to play this game since they first showed it to us at OC6. You guys were losing it. And then after getting early access to the game, some of our players got a little cocky and decided to challenge the devs to a live head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, and Pesky's been going super hard in the paint with Pistol Whip, trying to, like, get good. And
He's gotten pretty good.
If anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be him tonight. Like, I mean, we've got a few other people that we could probably ring in, but they wouldn't be fair because they're not one of us yet. We're trying.
Well, I mean, Nightfire's one of us. He's on the stream team, but he also has to run the stream.
Yeah, but he's busy.
He could do both, and he wants to do both. But I was like, I feel like we'd be stacking the deck because they only sit in Therm after us. You know, Therm and Dan. I don't know how good Dan is though, but
See, Dan could be the ringer. He could actually be the one that's really good.
It's like the
and
silent
that could be
one.
a problem. I mean, like, my money's on the devs either way, but and no offense, Pesky, I love you, but they have like how many hundreds of hours
500.
in the game?
500.
Yeah.
Pesky has pulled off some amazing updates in his time as a pro VR competitor. So we'll have to see. To make up for the fact that the devs have had way more time in this game, our players will pick the map to be played for each round. But I doubt that will make much difference. Each round will be played head-to-head in hard mode with no fail enabled.
Yeah, that's my
so you guys
suggestion.
don't forward
If you ever
to
hear
some
anybody
guys.
here
With the
saying
highest
that,
score
tell them to
taking
come on
the
back
W.
in here.
The player that wins will have to face off immediately against the remaining player from the losing team.
let's
First team to
see
take 2
who
rounds
wins. Where did
wins
my
the
decks
match. It's
go?
kind of
Are we
like a
gonna start
stock
a bet?
battle or like those 2v2 fighting games is the mentality
Yeah.
here.
What?
This is so we can give you a whole bunch of head-to-head
Hearts
matches in a very
VRespawn.
limited amount of time. So
Vivian,
the devs can
is
get
that
back
you?
to what they need to do, which is stressing out about launch.
Oh, hey!
I'm going to take a little
Yes.
break
Cece.
between each of those matches to throw to our alt space guys. We'll break between each of those
Get a photo.
matches to throw to our alt space guys who will be having a little contest for keys to the game and other.
Trying to bring
ways
out the
related things,
camera.
like, they're going to be doing like a movie name
okay.
contest.
All right, that's good
and
to know. All right,
Finding
well,
stuff. I don't want to spoil
Vivian
everything
you're
that's
talking
coming
to?
up.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff happening, and I mean, big shout out to Cloudhead. Seriously, they've brought us in like family to help them do this event, and it's been a really good time working with them.
Yeah, I know. She just
All
sent me a
space
message, so I'm not
folks
sure if
like
she's
the
listening to
Hive,
the other one, but
they've been
I'll let her
super
know.
great.
Yeah, we just sort of had a little
I mean,
impromptu
this has
sort
been
of
last
bit of
minute. We've
split
done
the
a
event
lot
out, so
of
I
behind the
think they
scenes
have
work.
some people
yeah,
in one
it's-
space and some people
Where
in
does the
another,
Hive
so I'll
begin
let
and
them
we
know
end,
that they
though?
should,
Right.
Come and be in
Yeah,
this
well,
photo with
they're
me.
all kind of the
Both
same
sides, so I'm not
people,
sure.
but
I
at
think
the end of the day, you know,
sure,
Fix
so-
Gaming, 99 Lives, give us music to work
Yeah,
with.
awesome. Thanks
Big
for
shout out to
feedback,
them.
Appreciate it.
Just FYI, we are live
yeah.
right now, so
VR
we
Master
are
League?
watching a live stream.
Hi!
Yes, yeah,
We're
VR
in the
Master
big leagues
League.
now.
What's
Been
that,
teaming up
15?
with them, producing.
Who wants to
content
start
for
making
all
bets?
Bros. We go way
Can they
back
see
to
us?
VR,
Well,
VR
well, they
Master
have.
League.
They can,
have
so
some,
this is, but we can, wave at the screen.
So,
other than like
No, we're
not
taking
gonna- I think they
This
have
is
some
us,
games.
second
you know,
time
like,
around, trying
perhaps,
another one
well,
out.
I
This
won't
time
spoil
launch
it, but
day
I think they have a
of
couple
Pistol
of
Whip.
games
Finally
inside
out.
the
We're all
event
waiting
here
on the
today.
button. I was waiting to get it on my
And I think
Quest
they
at
also
work
might be
because
giving
I
away
can't bring the
some
full on
keys
Rift S to work. So I was like, I got the Quest at work.
Which
Come
were
on,
set.
download.
So hang tight,
Fighting
you
it.
can
I
win
know.
stream keys.
Yeah, I was, I read some stuff, like some people were having issues with the Quest version, but like, I booted it up and I didn't see any, it felt just like playing on the PC, except like on a Quest, you know, I mean.
There he is.
Dude, oh, it's so freaking good. Oh, I'm so sad I can't really play right now.
Look at that.
I'm so
I can't believe I came in
Yeah,
here.
so we're going to be jumping into it real soon, just in a moment. As soon as they get ready to launch, we're going to drop right into the game and take
What
a
are the
look.
emotes that
We just got to wait to see it.
Let's do.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go. We already got started.
Let's do hearts for
That took a minute.
Respawn.
Whoa, that was
shit.
quick.
All right, we got Pesky Cat.
Bets on the right guy.
On the left. He knows
Yes,
every
I
square
am
inch of this
amplified now.
game, so it is going to be a tough
So
fight.
let's
playing
give out
5 bucks
hearts
now.
for the VRespawn team, and let's give out the claps for
I
the
gotta root for him.
We got to root for
other
the
guys.
That's an old school VR pro though. Like 30, I don't know, is he like a lead developer? Is he QA department? I don't know what his position is at Cloudhead.
He's our social guy.
Thanks, man. Make a choice.
Like, he's the social guy for that,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Because that's who I was always talking to about, could we do X, Y, or Z?
Well, anybody that knows anything about competitive games knows that whoever has played the game the most is almost always going to win. That said,
Oh, absolutely.
however, woo, taking some hits. That's going to cost him some points. That said,
Come on,
however, Pesky
Pesky.
Cashew has a lot of experience in VR esports, and I've literally never seen I've never seen Thermy's name related to any
Thermy
competitive
just got
sport.
himself popped too. This actually looks like it might be really close. I'm watching the rhythm scores here. Everybody's pretty on time. This is gonna be close. I'm really sad we don't have a heads up live score, guys. I really apologize.
I like
for
it,
that.
suspense.
We tried to make that work, but like it's actually kind of more intense not knowing at this point because
This is so good.
it is really close based on what I'm seeing so far.
We gave every advantage we could to the VRespawn team. In this particular case, letting VRespawn pick all the maps. So hopefully Pesky knew which map to pick based on what the leaderboards were. I do know very early on he beat one of Thermy's high scores, and he was like showing. I think it was like the day he got access. He was just thrilled until he took one of those top scores. So he's excited. Pesky not running super high spec computers, so he's having to run that avatar. Doesn't also have the lighting and the green screen, but this being his mixed reality debut, we may eventually have to set him up.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. Like, Liv has gone
Oh!
away. Oh,
That hit's gonna cost him.
Oh no!
Right to the face.
No, no.
No.
I think it was a
Liv
double
has
shot
gone
too.
these days, man. He's running on some not great hardware, and look how decent. Like, look how good that is. And he's
Well,
not
that's just a
complaining about frame
testament
rate.
to how well optimized this game is and how Liv's software has been optimized. Remember, Liv very early on, you had a lot of issues, and a lot of like early VR games weren't well optimized. And that's the benefit of having to develop for the Quest.
Thermy missed! Thermy missed the melee at the end! Oh!
That sucks.
Oh, that was great.
That may cost him. We'll have to see. I didn't know that double shot to the face came
Alright,
out.
everyone, fun, alright.
Pesky gonna lose some accuracy points. Let's take a look. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, Pesky with the win!
Yes!
Oh
Yes!
yeah, that feels good. That means Thermy
I
is
fucking
going down
And that
Fucking
means
called
Dan's
it.
gonna jump in and take his place. Tom
That's
sucks
a
mustache.
small
So let's
word.
come back to the cameras, Chris, so we can let them line up so we don't have to
Oh my
hear
God.
him talk. Chris, if you want to come back to the cameras,
Oh my.
I'll do that
80
for us.
points. 80 points. That is the salt. That's gonna be the
All
saltiest.
right, make sure you
like,
pull their audio down
episode.
for us, Chris. And
Oh.
we're going to get ready for them to line up the next match. Now, that means make sure you let them know in the chat, Chris, in case they forget. That means Thermy has to stand down. I can see he's still in the headset ready for that rematch. If you don't get a rematch, it's Dan's turn. You got it for me, Chris?
buddy.
All right. Stay on top of that messaging. Make sure these people know what's up. Because
Let's,
I see
start
Thermy's
that
like,
betting
rematch,
now.
rematch? No.
Just for the record, that was Dan, not Thermy.
In
That
such a
was
way to,
super close.
To really provide us as much
That was
information
Dan,
as
not
possible.
Thermy, and that
But
was actually
the
Dan's
advantage was
map.
supposed to be that the person who won
Bullet,
immediately
would you
gets
care
played
to
on
let them
round
know that that
against
was
a fresh
Dan, not
player,
Thermy?
which would mean that
Right,
exhaustion would
right,
set in. So that actually means that they're going to get an advantage if they drop out Dan.
That
Also,
Dan
I'll make
taking that
Thermy
hit
kinda
there
hyped
at
up
the
to get
end
ready
was
for
a
that, like, next
was a
round,
big
see what
upset.
happens.
He was so close.
So close.
Oh, that was Tom. Okay, so you had the wrong name in there. Yeah,
Dan.
Nightfire apparently gave us the wrong name, but make sure he swaps them out, because I can still. Is he still up, or did he swap out guys yet? Okay,
Hey,
good.
Tom Selleck's
So
mustache
the
is his
reason we're not going to
username.
be using that in this particular format is because we have to frame the camera in such a way in a small resolution, and if it starts moving around, it's going to potentially skew the action for
Thanks.
however much time.
Bad Nightfire giving us the wrong names. So I don't know if you heard, that wasn't Thermy. That was Dan.
Oh, that was Dan.
Yeah, they were saving Thermy for last, which means
Oh.
now Thermy's going to go up against an exhausted Pesky. Had we known that, I think Pesky would have gone
Oh.
second instead of first.
Well,
But
that's nice. Why
Here
do
we are.
why
They
did
said
we have
they
the
said they
problem?
are ready to go whenever they are. So I'm just like, man, tell them to go and let's get into that scene and let's launch it. The whole point is to jump in and not give anybody a rest. So don't waste any time, Chris. Just say fire up and let's get going. Right now they have a
That's
launch.
it.
You want to wait for the game to launch before you drop us in there, but.
Well, let's do it.
Don't try to blame
Right,
us.
giving us a 10-second count. We're going to jump right into it right now. Those of you just tuning in, we are in the first match. First round is down. Pesky was able to win over Dan. Not the Thermy we thought he was, which means stuff's about to dial up to 11 because Thermy does not mess around when he plays this game. That's actually why they gave us Dan. I think Dan is not their second tier player at
They did it on
at Cloudhead.
purpose. They debated us, is what they did. They debated us, man.
All right, so now it's Thermy on the left. Again, you're getting to hear some more killer soundtrack from another one of these scenes coming in from Pistol Whip by Cloudhead Games. You know who's been really killing the dodging, the dancing, and the rhythm in Pistol Whip lately is Nightfire. I think it was
Dude,
on this
Nightfire
track.
and Trip, dude. Nightfire and Trip's been
I haven't. Oh, that's right. I didn't see Tripp's latest video, but I saw he posted one. I was too busy like trying to get ready for this. But I saw like some of these people really getting the rhythm concept down, where they're just like you stay on the beat. It's like choreography. It's like a really badass action sequence that goes with the music.
Man, I'm like literally on the edge of my seat watching them, trying to check numbers and stuff, because like it's incredibly close again.
You got to keep your eyes open and call out every shot. So far, no hits. But I don't think Thermy's going to end up taking a hit. And that's where Pesky's going to probably end up getting messed up, because we know he took a couple hits last time. He's got to stay on that dodging. Pesky, not a terribly tall guy, so he doesn't have a lot of room to duck in.
Well, we also don't have all the fine details on the scoring system. Some of the stuff, like missing a shot, doesn't actually penalize you. There's certain
They
things
gave us
that-
some details when we were pecking at him. They said like
Yeah,
hitting
but, like-
on the rhythm actually counts for something, accuracy
Right,
counts for
exactly.
something.
Eighth note. I believe it's eighth notes. So as long as you're on eighth note timing, you should be okay. And then there's a little leniency for double and
Give me some hearts!
like armor units.
Come on.
Now for those of you,
And they get claps.
for those of
When
you
we get
who don't know a lot
hearts,
about
they get
Pistol
claps.
Whip, there's also we're playing on hard mode, but we're not playing Deadeye. The aim assist is turned on, and we did that just because the players did not feel like they had played enough to comfortably play Deadeye, and that's fair.
No, Deadeye is a completely different game.
Deadeye is definitely going to be competitive level for this game going forward, but it is day one of the release, and people have not had much access just yet. We have a couple players that can play 1 or 2 maps on Deadeye, as it stands.
Yeah, Nightfire.
Oh, Pesky doing a dance! All right, Cutie Pop, what would you do in this sequence?
Honestly, at this point, I would just be trying to shoot everything I can. Like, I don't even have a plan of attack on this on hard yet. It's until you know the maps, it is chaos. It doesn't look like it to you guys on watching right now.
Well, you've played this one a few times, haven't you?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how you
I have
threw
a
your
lot of
back
time
out,
into
right?
that. Yeah. So that's why I'm sitting in a chair right now, and not playing in this competition. Like honestly, because I would be down. Oh my gosh.
You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to get Pesky hooked up with the doctor and Sour Girl or even Rage to get that watermark removed for him.
Oh yeah.
All right, who won? What am I looking at? Oh,
Come on,
Pesky
come on,
done
come
it
on.
again!
Yes!
Daddy
Yes!
likes. All right, come back to cameras. So that was absolutely fantastic. We are going to give our players a little bit of a break. We're just going to sit there and celebrate with a 2-round victory going in the way of VRespawn. I'm liking that. Pesky carrying the team. It'll be up to him whether or not he wants to take it immediately into the next round or if he wants to swap out Zypher going into the next match. But we're going to take a 5-minute break so we can throw to our guys in alt space to have their stream key content. Not stream key, game key
join
content.
the alt space event, guys. Like, I'll get a link in chat. Alt space.
Got the mic skill.
That was a lot better than.
Alrighty, that was definitely not how we thought round 1 would go. Shout out to Pesky for just wrecking him. I mean, it was really close. So, after you've seen a bit of the game, I know you've been seeing posts all week. If there are questions about the competition, the format of the competition, or anything like that, go ahead and ask me. If you want to, I don't know where our devs went, but if our devs want to come up here, and if you've got any questions for the devs, we can do those right now. Ventu, you have a question? I want to make you live. Go ahead, Ventu. What's your question?
I wanted to know if we will get to play at any time.
You as in alt space?
No, at this game. Pistol Whip.
Well, we are going to be doing a competition on the next break for a couple of keys if you want to stick around and win those.
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure... The voice in my head is talking. I heard the voice of God. Yeah, so the game is actually already live. You can go buy it right now if you want to play. But we will be giving away a couple of keys and a couple of competitions later on in the next break and the last break. So stick around for those if you want some keys. All right, Lil Pippin, what is your question?
I have a question.
Is this the other twin? No, where is he at? Raise your hand, Lil Pippin. Oh, where'd he go? Go ahead. What's your question?
Man, if the game gonna be exactly like how this presentation went, hopefully it'll be better than this, right?
What do you mean?
As far as you see how this is going, you know.
Like the stream quality, or just
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an alt space limitation apparently.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it in a better quality, you can just watch it on YouTube and it will look much better.
Yo, I just got it on Quest and it's freaking ridiculous. It's amazing.
Who
Let's
said
just
it?
playing it. Luke, right here. Yeah,
Okay.
that thing is it's amazing. It's like Beat Saber. It's as good as Beat Saber.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Or maybe better. It depends on what you're into, man. It's a great game. That's
I
why I
haven't
came
played it
over.
yet, but it looks better than Beat Saber.
It's freaking
Like, I
amazing, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
I'm sweating.
Light
I went to run this
Shaper.
morning. I'm sweating more now than it was before.
Hold on, I lost my menu. Where'd you go? Light Shaper, what's your question? You are muted, I think.
You guys are the devs?
Don't think your mic is working. Sorry, Light Shaper.
Cool, man. Congratulations, guys. That's freaking amazing stuff. Like, I'm gonna just go back.
Thank you.
I just wanted to drop in and say thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Appreciate it. Glad you like it.
All right, sit, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, so if you guys, if you like the competition that you're seeing here, VRespawn and the VR Master League are definitely setting up more of these competitions. Plus, we have leagues for other games as well. So if you like competitive gaming in virtual reality, make sure to hit it up, vrmasterleague.com, and we can, if you've got a game that you think would be good for this, let us know, and we can try and get something set up. We love doing the events like this. We love working with our devs, for sure. We did Synth Riders last week. We're doing Pistol Whip this week. They're all awesome developers and games. So make sure to do that. I'm actually going to be outside for the next one, out by the outside tables. So if you have questions for me about competitive gaming in VR, come find me. If you've got Cloudhead questions, you guys want to go up on the balcony or something so that people can find you and ask questions. They will be up answering questions as well. Just make sure you turn off your amplify so we're not all talking over each other. And I think we're going to hop back into the competition. So
an
look
exciting
at that timing.
Launch of the series with Pesky taking out both of the devs. We
Already?
thought maybe a chance, but we didn't want to believe.
I didn't think we.
It's exciting. Yes. Hands around.
Yeah,
they are
it's-
ready to jump into the next match, and we want to give them as little time to rest and recover as we can. So as soon as they are ready to rock and roll, our man Chris, the director, is going to tell them.
One
when to
quick
go,
change.
and
We're
we'll
actually
jump
going to
right
send the
into it.
devs
Until
down
then,
to the
you and I
lobby
are gonna film and
outside
talk about
because
how Red Bull
putting them up here by the camera kind of interferes with the stream. So if they will go downstairs by the entrance, and I'll be outside. If you have questions, find one of us.
I gave you that email. That's up to you.
We'll get there.
You gotta send
Sure,
her the
buddy.
video of you drinking
What's up,
on
Mike?
cameras. Like, see,
Hey,
there it is.
I just
what
got
we need to do
done
is talk
playing my
about Pesky.
first
He's in
game of
chat.
Pistol Whip.
Dude, it's
He
fucking
won
awesome.
He won that.
It's
Hey, Ron,
awesome.
he's in
Hold on,
chat
we gotta
now.
get off
How
the
you guys
screen.
doing? See, this is what we need to do. Talk to chat. What do you guys think? What did you see? What's exciting for you guys for Pistol Whip?
You
'Cause,
guys mind, we are like on a 10 or 11 second delay, but
whatever, man. It's fine. They're good. They can reply. We can chit chat. I'm really excited about the customizing stuff. Honestly, like my favorite part of Pistol Whip right now is the gun skins. I love that. It's little things to unlock and have, I don't know. I'm weird. I like loot boxes, and it feels like loot boxes to me. Except I'll get them all unlocked eventually.
all right, we're ready to go. Let's take a
Oh
look.
God! Here we go.
Oh, looks like Onion is actually dressed up in his VRespawn jersey. I know Pesky's wearing his too, but he's got that avatar on. All right, got the ominous soundtrack. Tom Sucks mustache. Yeah, that's Dan on the left. Are you confused, Doug? What are you confused about, Cutie Pop?
I'm looking at the level.
You don't recognize it?
No.
Oh, you think they're on different levels?
It's tripping me out. It's like, yeah.
Are they on different levels?
They're on different levels, guys.
Hey, Chris, post that up to Nightfire that
Please
they're on
stop.
different
We're on
levels.
different songs.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris. Pull out the
I
audio.
was just
and bring it
thinking
back
maybe we could get a little,
There we go.
everybody can maybe come up to the front and turn around to get a little screenshot for social. Maybe everybody could just kind of stand here and face this way and throw up some hearts, and I'll stand up here and take a screenshot.
It's going to
What do
be
you think?
Cypher Orion. We call him Onion around here. And
Yeah,
then
sounds
we've got Dan from the dev team. We're not sure what song they're going to play yet, but we'll know here in a minute. Welcome back.
Great. That is great.
So do you
Okay,
find
let
it
me
less
get all lined
socially
up
intimidating
here.
doing it as an avatar versus
Looking
in virtual reality?
good. Pistol whip.
Man, I don't think Pesky is
all
socially
right,
intimidated
just-
at all, man. That guy's
let's want to move over a little bit to the left.
And
Uh,
he's an
no,
incredibly
just a
hard
little bit
worker.
to the
The
right.
guy has, like, he's
That's great. All right.
the
All right, I'll grab a couple
sports
screenshots.
necromancer,
And
like
all right, so let's get those hearts going, and maybe make some, pistol shapes with your hands, and give us the do fingers. What do you think?
Of it, and to keep it alive as long as possible.
Who's that? Who's that?
I mean,
Who's
if
that?
anybody
Vivian,
can-
look
that's
this
what
way.
we say
Vivian, over
around
here.
VRespawn.
Vivian, over
If
here.
anybody can do it, Pesky
I guess I'm a
which is
megaphone.
literally
Vivian,
why
to
he's in this
your left.
competition.
There we go.
If anybody can beat them, Pesky can.
I mean,
That's great. And it'd be nice to just.
he did it.
It's the two commentators, so I'd like to have some gameplay in there, but maybe I'll come back for later. All right, one last little hurrah. Hearts, people. Hearts, people.
VR esports necromancer.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's it. VR Respawn. Looking good. Oh, man, so many good screenshots. Excellent. All right, sounds good.
Now we're in the
Thanks,
same
crew.
game. Okay. Slightly less confusing. All right, this is up against Cypher Orion, also known as Onion around his friends. On the left, we got Tom Selleck's mustache, also known as Dan. Around the offices, Cloudhead
Just a
Games.
reminder, if you want to change the volume up or down, you can go ahead and click on the big screen there. That'll open up your video player options. Goes down to the bottom right. You have pluses and minuses. You want to crank it up to 6. You can just have a max volume, or put it down to 1 if you want to chat with your neighbor, or you can go outside by the heat lamps, and you can just have a side chat there too. So lots of options. Go ahead, make a friend, and like I say, I think they have some game codes they're giving out, so I'll let Vivian or some of the devs for Pistol Whip let you know about that, but lots of fun stuff, so stay tuned.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for the melee hits. He didn't do it. He didn't want to pistol whip him.
No, he didn't want it. He's just a nice guy. He wanted to put him out of misery quick.
Stream's looking good for me. Like I say, if you're ever having any issues, feel free to just go ahead and either go back to your home space and come back to the event, or just open your menu and click on the top banner and go back to another Whip event. We have 2 events going on right now, basically, for this one thing, so there's sort of just kind of depends which room you have. We have the main room and the overflow room, so open up your menu and decide which one you like.
I like the outfit he picked out. Like, instead of going with the suit, he went with the tactical vest, and he put on some, like, BDUs. He looks sick. Oh, here we go.
Where are we here?
Onion losing the stream, coming back.
Open up my menu.
Sorry, Twitch. Twitch is always
we gotta tell the ladies downstairs to stop watching 4K movies. Oh, with the uppercut.
We are in the main room right now. In the main room, bro.
Look at Onion. Now he's trying to make sure he gets all them melees, though. Because it's guaranteed full points if you hit him right, you know what I mean? So it's worth it to do that melee if you can get to it.
Playing along.
Yep. Cypher, you can tell on his body language, he's feeling that he's messing up just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it, because that way he shook his arm down. It's like, ah!
Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing well. I'm about to take another hit. He knows it. It's coming up.
Well?
And he's ready for his exciting death that comes in again. Good thing no fail is on.
Well, you know, for what it's worth, every time he's been hit, he's regen. So he would still be alive if no fail was off.
All right, there's at least
He hasn't taken the 2 consecutive yet. He hasn't taken 2 yet. So that's good.
Yeah, man, whenever I watch you guys play, you almost always go for the pistol whip if they're within range. Just save it up. Although it does cost you sometimes because they will light you up.
Oh, yeah, and some of the timing on them is a little, I don't want to use the word sketchy, but like, if you just have to snap your head to the left or right real quickly when it happens, and yeah, I take a lot of shots.
If you watch Nightfire do it, he kind of does like a figure 8 with his bob and weave move, and just make it's long enough. It's long enough that they never catch him. All right, what's going on? Get your head out of the way. 205. Oh, he got torched.
Oh, we got torched.
All right, come back to cameras and make sure you let them know that Cypher is out. Let's line Pesky up. Dan stays in though. Dan has to go for second round. Make sure they both know the map this time, or the scene that they're going to be playing. And we're going to get right into that. So, let's talk a little bit about Cypher. We put Cypher Orion in there because Onion. We didn't want to stack the team with both him and Nightfire and give Nightfire entirely too much work to do.
Well, yeah. I mean, Nightfire needs a break. He can't, like... I would have felt bad if he had to do both. That would have been really... I wouldn't want to do that. Have to jump in out of headset, get all sweaty, and then try to manage it. Nah. Plus,
so, Hello was like wanting to know what was on Cypher's head. I think he has the wireless too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has this headset, actually. He uses these for VR. Actually, most of us do. A good chunk of us VR people use these. They're just the HyperX Cloud Flight Elites, or Cloud Flights.
He does the wireless attachment for his VR headset too, doesn't he?
No, he's still on a cord. I think he's on a Rift.
Well, that is exactly what he's going at it. Right now, we are swapping out players. Pesky coming back in, fresh this time. That's why he decided to swap them up. That's the small developing meta game, is do you put in your reservist to give yourself a little bit more rest, extending from that 5-minute rest down to probably like an 8-minute rest or so. With that false start in the beginning, I don't know. We got to make sure that they're on the right map together. Pesky's got to pick it out. Pesky's going up against Dan, Tom Selleck's mustache. In the second map, see if Pesky can take him. He should be able to take him. One way to unless those maps were just so precisely picked in the beginning.
I mean, I can't imagine that he doesn't have a couple other maps that he's good at. I mean, there's 10, so like, you know, death is hard though. So like, I don't know, man. He did the hard ones.
I don't know if we ever do a bigger one of these tournaments. Definitely we need to get proper D in the mix as well.
So they focus on that. I won't be able to play in wild card. So I
Some
already
break
had my last match with them.
Are you in somebody's Discord signal?
At least it was
Okay.
good.
Sorry.
So that was pretty good.
This one's supposed to shoot. Come on.
It sounds like Pesky has the stream up.
Okay.
Hey, pull out the audio, Chris. Just pull out the audio, Chris.
No, that's okay.
Ask Nightfire to switch to Tom Selleck's audio because I think Pesky left the stream up accidentally.
Oh, I bet you he did.
Yeah, that's my best guess. But we do see them going toe to toe as we wait for Nightfire to switch the Twitch audio for us. We'll let him confirm that he switched it, and then we'll pull the audio back up slowly.
Did we
so you're
win
not
the
hearing
first
us
one? I
double
didn't see the
talking
final
over
scores.
this whole thing.
And so far, this is
And that means Pesky has to hear us talk in slow motion, and he's going to hear the audio in slow motion while he's playing. There's no way he's going to be able to
Tom
win
Selleck's mustache
if that's
won.
the case.
I mean,
He's too powerful.
he's scoring really well still, though. Like,
Maybe, I don't know, maybe that he used a different headset for Discord. Maybe that's the idea.
Yo, what happened with Big Mike?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening on Nightfire's side, but the stream is starting to do the
Why are you
stuttering.
asking that in front of
I do love a good stuttering stream.
A little stutter, baby.
It sometimes happens whenever he switches to someone's audio and they're running the audio at too high of a bit rate.
Oh.
But I trusted that he had it resolved yesterday. So.
We heard you discussed it.
Oh, it's so rad.
Trip's a lifer.
So bad, man. I'm not a fan of this stuttering, but it does look like Pesky is keeping his own, even though he left the stream audio going.
Oh, honestly, I love this song. This is such a good scene.
So what we're going to do after this round is we'll make sure Nightfire gives himself a restart to his stream so we can clear up this stuttering that's coming in from his channel.
Fix your shit.
That's always fun when that happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but at least we can still tell what's going on. It does look like it's still really close. Based on what I've been watching here, everybody's scores are pretty similar. It comes down to misses, like actual misses of.
I think Nightfire just decided he was going to restart the stream just straight up.
Vivian, hello.
Is that what's going on there, Chris? He didn't tell you?
From the league?
Yeah, it is.
For real, man. It's
What's
like
up,
he lost
Vivian?
stability and then
Technical
we did notice
difficulties.
That with stream service that
I like
sometimes
your
it gets
girly outfit.
overwhelmed.
If you guys don't know, if
Like
you
girly,
stream
that's what we
VR,
black hoodies.
it never works the way you
Doing
want
this,
it
can you,
to.
like give us like the good servers?
Oh, that.
All right, we
But
did-
it's still going!
Yeah, you're gonna.
The players don't know that it ended. They just keep going.
You're in a very
Good audio.
feminine outfit.
That's the hard work that
Oh,
we
really?
have behind the scenes, solving these technical difficulties so we can just push forward rather than sit there and like talk for hours while people try to figure out how stuff's even broken.
I have a buddy downstairs.
we do a lot of
See you later.
Well, we were just gonna.
Hopefully, any
Well, we have a lot of
downtime
technical savvy people. These are all, most of the
We
people
can
on the
take a
team,
picture,
they're
baby.
not only VR players, they're mixed reality players, they're live experts,
Mike.
and they're streaming experts. So a lot of knowledge between the four people.
We're gonna take an audio
Yeah, I'll
photo.
show you. Going in, Pesky
Get-
staying on top.
get-
I think
get your boy
Pesky
up
may
here,
have this
Mike.
one. Hopefully we're not in his head with that
Your
stream
boy,
audio.
ex-boyfriend. Your ex-boyfriend.
You know what? I hate to say it, but that's on him, man. He shouldn't have done that. That's on him.
He should not have done that. He knew
Come
better.
on, Pesky!
Hey, man, Randall's coming
Pesky.
out now.
His mama raised him. He knows. All right, let's
Look
see.
at that.
What did you guess? Pesky's
Who we
dancing.
got?
All right, come on.
Pesky's
What we
dancing.
doing?
He
Where
thinks
we
he got it.
Ooh, whoa, whoa.
Will the stream last long enough for us to see?
Wow.
218! All right, so.
No!
Show us those hearts!
Get Pesky.
Yes! Everybody wins!
That's so fair.
Everybody
Make
gets
sure he kills his stream, and then
Dude,
we'll switch the
Pesky's
audio back to him. 'Cause I think that might be what.
You get a new car. You
Has
get a
Cypher even
But
played yet? He's
Pesky's
probably
staying
just sitting there
alive.
like,
We got
these
one
are
my
and
cards.
one right now in this match.
No, he did. He
Sitting
played
on
slow.
the
Versus
Oh,
Serve,
shit.
the
Okay,
dominator.
I turned, but
Even
I'm
though
already
Pesky's
getting
been
sick
able
of
to
the
take him out
turning.
once,
I
we're
can't
still
get
in
out.
this. It's gonna happen, Cutie Pop.
I want
I
a snap
honestly
turn.
think Pesky's gonna win. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
so
Snap turn.
wrapped up inside.
What they
I'm feeling
do?
fuzzy because you know
Yeah.
he's killing. So like, fuck it. He needs to
Yeah,
be
you
the
know.
Why are you
perfect
pushing my
treatment.
buttons, bro?
Somebody needs to be.
100% behind Pesky.
So Giant Socks is in the chat. You know, honestly, well,
He
that's
did
good.
Discord.
I was thinking, you know what we should do when we do these streams? We should bring Giant Socks along and consult. And it's like, well, we have enough live guys, and at the same time, Giant Socks is like, it's like whenever you have, like, you have your help desk, and then you have like the guy who's the CIO. It's like pulling out giant socks is what you do if you're doing like a big production with like a set and a bunch of cameras.
Right, yeah, like we actually need real.
You know what they
real
needed to
support.
do? Because they did some mixed reality. I saw a couple of times for at Jimmy Fallon. I was like, they needed giant socks out at that. The latency on the controllers was and the video in game was so bad. I was like, all right, giant socks was definitely not out there. He would have solved that problem.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. I hate seeing that, and I'm guilty of occasionally. I won't check it on a new game or something when I have older hardware. But that is the most frustrating. If you see this video, it looks really good, and then they move quickly one time, and there's this big gap. Oh, all that production quality. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, God. Why
Like I've seen that side of an arcade cabinet when I was in Florida for a thing. I won't talk about who it was, but there was an arcade machine, Beat Saber, and it had a familiar person on it, and the latency was so bad on the. It was like the calibration looked so amateur. And it was like,
I tell people every
dude,
time,
you're
I was
trying
like,
to-
hey guys, just go to the Live Discord, hit up Cutie Pup, hit up Sour, hit up Rage. If you
It
got,
went off to the races, y'all.
that's right, this Pesky versus Starmie. Pesky actually has to go to carry. There's a 1-1, so it comes down to whoever wins this match. I didn't honestly think we would make a 3-round in any of these matches. But he's got an exhausted Pesky here, although he hadn't exhausted Pesky before.
Wasn't Pesky playing before too, practicing before we started?
Yeah. He is made out of energy. He is a young man. He is an engineer. He's in very good shape. And he's not too big, so he's not burning up too much energy with his moving around. Ooh, those dodges are on point.
Oh, such an awesome song. I love
I'm
this
very
soundtrack
tall,
so much.
guys.
Yeah, like.
Watch it, 6'1" girl wearing size 13 men's Nike.
Before I started.
Oh no, the stuttering is back. What has happened? I got a feeling he's still using the audio from Cloudhead. And I think the audio from Cloudhead is what causes that stuttering for us.
Hey, Bola, can you turn your headset down?
You were saying that earlier. I wonder what. Oh, this is the bit rate.
Yeah.
I have a bit rate on the audio. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So hopefully Chris gets him to switch over to Pesky, and hopefully Pesky is no longer streaming his Twitch audio, and we'll see if that can clean up the stuttering. Very unstable stream coming in here. Wasn't near this bad last time.
No, but it does look like it's still close score-wise, so again, we can keep up with what's going on. You know, technical difficulties on the first stage, whatever, man. It's fine.
Usually it takes a few minutes for us to get up to tech diff on using Restream. It could just be that it's a very popular day for people who've been using the service and that they're basically struggling the service. Or maybe the service is trying to squeeze us for money.
Ooh.
Just lift that guy up. Well, I know for a fact that Chris is in the chat talking to Nightfire about getting that bitrate problem solved, so hopefully we'll have it solved here sooner or later before we get to the end of the stream, before the entire stream dies. And
Do the sound itself, Poonanners. I know you can sing.
Uh-oh.
Someone just beatbox
Yeah,
to
so
make
you might as well
music.
switch the audio, but that's the problem right there. When you start hearing that audio too, that's how you know the person is streaming the wrong bit rate. So after this match is over, then we'll actually get a winner, and hopefully we'll get Nightfire to like yell at them and be like, all right, who is
Lightsaber, you missed the onward photo.
Stuff isn't set up correctly. That's causing restream to
Yeah, there was.
It'd be fun.
All right, Trip, Mike.
No, there totally wasn't one. I don't know what you're talking about.
And then,
Trip,
we'll
Mike,
get to the end of this
we gotta
match
do this.
in the stuttering
Yeah,
way that we'll get.
It is our
Hey,
duty.
again though, we're seeing each shot, and it does look like they're very, very on par, and have been this whole time, which is great. The suspense is killing me, to be honest. I know I've been quiet, but it's because I'm sitting here staring at them.
That's not what a commentator does.
I know, but I can't help it because Pesky, man, he's doing so good and so close.
I've raised you better than this. You're supposed to keep talking even though you're losing your mind.
I'm losing my mind, man. I'm losing my mind.
Oh, it finally smooths out?
It smoothed out right at the end.
You're a terrible host.
I'll give you some really good So I've got a setup to stream, but I might wait one.
Or when Nightfire change, or if it's just simply whenever the computers are working too hard, the stream just loses it. All right, who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who's the winner? Money, 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 money! Oh no! Pesky gets beat down, and that means that round goes.
Not Pesky.
Didn't see that coming.
But no,
But doesn't that mean we have another
by
version?
a lot.
Well, no, we're going to play another one anyway. But yes, right now we are 1-1. So the third one doesn't have to be played for fun. The third one can see who's the best. Which I got a feeling I might be going the other way. Pesky, I think, will probably want to go first for this next round. We'll see what happens. But until then, well, it's going to be up to him what he wants to do. But what that does mean is that we're about to jump into another break so we can play another game over in Altspace. So be sure to check them out there. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa! Siri, I'm not talking to you. God damn it.
All right. So we lost. That's not as exciting. I'm not hyped anymore. But we're gonna play a game for a couple of keys. So listen carefully. There are 3 golden guns hidden in this world. You need to find them, take a picture of yourself with them, and hashtag Golden Pistol Whip.
Would you like a ticket?
And tag at the Hive VR on Twitter. So post your picture of you with the gun with the hashtag Golden Pistol Whip. There are 3 of them. You only need to find one and take a picture with it.
Take a picture, post on Twitter.
Trip, this game is hard
Come
and
here
it
so I can
sucks.
stick my hand up your butt and try to find one.
TFH sucks.
Jesus. Yo, did any of the developers come to this, or is this just?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're here. They're kind of around.
Are they?
Is this a gold one?
Do you know what gold looks like, Mike?
Isn't it some kind of a
Come
brown?
follow me.
I think
They're
gold
dead
smells
here?
like
Well, I
orange,
thought
right?
Golden.
Quest for Dev.
Golden Pistol Whip.
They're dev here?
Yep, right here.
You're dev?
What's up?
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, listen.
Uh-huh.
Facebook.
I don't know, I keep getting messages. Apparently people don't want us to talk. Yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.
Where is it? Just whisper it in my ear.
Yeah.
Who
No,
said
it's tough
that
as
they
hell.
don't have a Twitter?
I'll give you that. I was
Post
a little,
it on the YouTube
unimpressed
video.
with the price, to be honest.
You can't post a photo, but you can post it.
No,
Post that you
it's
found
good.
it, or put it on
Good.
Facebook
Really
or wherever. We have a Hive Facebook.
So what's
Yeah.
what
Do the
are
Hive
you guys
Facebook. Post it on
planning
there.
to do?
Man, I'm not finding
You don't
anything. You
have
sure
social
there's even
media.
guns
I
in
can't.
there?
You can tag me on Pornhub.
Yep, do that too.
Yeah.
That's also an option. Or Cornhub.
Cornhub. He's on Cornhub, and that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I heard something else.
Dude.
Are we looking at
Dude, this is dumb this stuff.
All my, I friended my parents on Cornhub.
So in case any of you guys are wondering, you know, there's a bunch of us around here who are running the event. We all play in VR Master League together. In Onward, in Pavlov, Echo, yada yada. So if you guys are interested, visit VR Master League.
Hey, Chip, are we able to pick up the guns or not?
Listen, I'll keep
Golden
supporting the
guns?
game, man.
No?
Man,
Alright,
again,
well,
for
I
us,
found
was
one.
like, oh, Jesus,
You
that's
did?
expensive. I'm Canadian. so
Get
it's
out of
like,
here.
Not the golden shower, golden
You know,
pistol.
once you
Yeah,
start-
the golden shower. What?
Golden shower.
Vivian?
Where's this at?
Are you alright?
Golden shower, you win something else. Just throwing it out there.
Well,
Everyone's a winner in a golden shower.
And when
Yes.
you
I found
You have
the screenshot off my computer, or off my Quest.
You know, you guys are small developer, and that's probably
Oh,
not
fuck.
You wanna try?
I can't do this turn
I know where it
anymore.
is.
What you trying to say?
I'm glad.
I know.
But I did. It's
If you
Oh,
screenshot send to me,
yeah.
it's
Post it on Twitter.
it's upstairs in the
Inputs.
arcade.
Fly.
Yeah. So lots of stuff coming. But do you think we'll see anything more this year? Or?
General.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
How do you
Someone
share a picture?
We haven't really announced
better,
our roadmap
better
yet.
at charades. Come here.
Yeah.
We are hoping to.
Vivian, come here. Figure out what this guy's trying to say.
Is he
Are you
who?
trying
Ham baby?
Ham baby.
Okay, how many words?
There's a lot of reasons to do that.
5 words. 2 words. Loser words. You. Hit. Up there.
Hey, sit here.
You want to go?
You found one.
You found one. But why are you pointing at? Where now? You don't want to go. Okay,
But
just kidding.
when I say post to Twitter,
No.
Oh, you don't have a Twitter.
And I won't.
I don't have a Twitter either.
Since
Oh,
you're here,
Jesus, why am
You don't have a
I?
Facebook
Post to
either?
Twitter and then hashtag what?
Are you
Facebook,
going to stick
we-
with the same
We are also
sort
on
of
Facebook.
theme
You
of
go to
music?
@the
Or are you
Hive
going to
VR.
and
We're definitely planning
You don't have Facebook.
and
So what do you do once you got it? You go to Twitter?
We're on
yeah,
VRespawn.
tag
have you ever
at the Hive
considered
VR
doing
and use the
something that would be
hashtag
like a,
Golden Pistol Whip.
almost like an Operation
Okay.
Overlord type thing? Do you know what I
Send
mean
a
by
message.
that?
Why don't you should just message from the beginning?
don't offhand. I don't.
Like
Ignore
I
it,
know
dude.
I
She's
didn't have
just
Twitter.
sassy.
Imagine if you guys could put
What's
Don't mind
what's
me.
the Facebook?
period,
The Hive for Facebook?
The Hive,
my
yeah.
leg.
cruiser.
You
That would
can,
match
you can,
the
you can tag me on public.
1945
You
D-Day
can tag.
beach invasion.
Tag me, I think
I got
I'll-
teleported.
VRespawn is our page.
That would be awesome. You know what I
Tag
mean?
me, our Master League.
And like kind of run up the beaches and like, I don't know.
Just at VR.
Just at VR Master League. You can at Hive.
And we are back. I see Pesky is in the chat, which to me makes me think that he's not starting off the next round, which is going to be a risky move considered the round that he started. Ended up working really well.
I know.
So I don't know what Pesky's doing hanging out in the chat. It's like, what are you doing, man? Why? Anyway, I'm terrified because of what
He's
worked
trying-
last
he's
time. At this, yeah, Pesky. It's always trying to make a fair game. But there's also the issue that is like, if Pesky plays again, make sure you turn the stream off before you do that. Do us all a favor.
What was that? What was that? Come on, Pesky. That probably cost you.
It's like the guy that calls in the radio station and his radio's blaring. It's like, dude, don't do that. Come
Right,
on.
turn off your radio, sir. We can't hear you.
All right. But it doesn't matter. Pesky's doing a great job. We love seeing Pesky. I mean, those are pretty good stats. A 6,700, but the 970. But we do want to step that card up a little bit. I was actually, when he told me he had a 970, didn't know if he could stream it. I was online. It's like, all right, what's a 1080 go for, and how fast can I get it delivered? And I was like, I am not ready to drop that kind of money on this. I thought the price would come down with the latest series cards like announced. It usually takes a run, but cards are holding their value, man.
Yeah, if I still have my 1080, then like.
Well, I've got 1080s and 1080 Ti's in the house, but I'm like using all of them. But I figured that I figured that this far along.
No, we're in an unfortunate time.
We did an NVIDIA sponsorship. Is what we did.
Hey, NVIDIA, pretend I'm holding your product.
NVIDIA sponsored the event that I won that computer at, and that's
At the
why
what?
there's
At the
1080
Hive?
founders in it.
At
the Hive.
Pretend there's
Okay.
an
At the
RTX
Hive.
right here that we're giving away.
We're just holding. Yeah, we're just gonna insert it
Okay,
later.
now I have to figure out.
All right, so we're just getting ready for them to start up the next match as we get ready for this final matchup. We're gonna have between 2 and 3 rounds. Who wins? The first round ended up being done in 2. Second round went to 3. We did not expect that. Do you think we're gonna get 2 or 3 up on this one?
And then it's got a photo thing in there.
Well, I mean, we're starting out with Onion, so I think we're gonna see a pretty
It's your
tight
favorite
race
song,
in the end.
QT.
I know.
So risky move coming in from Pesky here, starting out with Zypher again. I think maybe Pesky was like, I wanted a little bit more rest, and he should be able to get plenty of advantage doing that. And he did. I mean, he was able to take out. We start with Thermi on the left this time. It's not Dan on the left. I thought we just started with Dan on the left. So maybe that's why Pesky decided to do this. He's like, I'm going to go against a worn-out Thermi. He's playing 3D chess there. He's outthinking the maneuvers.
Well, I think Onion's doing really well right now too. This isn't one of the harder songs in the beginning. So like, there's a couple of spots that are going to be really tough.
Oh, we're already back to the glitching. They had told us earlier that they weren't running InVec on the encoder, so I assume they had everything fixed up.
Oh no! You know what? As long as it doesn't get worse, it looks like it smoothed itself out. Maybe we're just having an issue with Restream right now. Honestly, it could be that.
Yeah.
It does look like Onion is actually still really close. I haven't seen a lot of low point shots from this. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for low point shots. Because almost every shot these guys are taking is red and full point. Like that right there. Onion did miss one just now. He was a little off beat.
Property did this one, and like everyone's dancing in the background. It was a great job. As Zypher really going up and down on one knee in order to get those good shots. Zypher is not a short man, so he really has to work his position. Thermi going with the limbo.
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
It almost looks like Thermi's doing like a little bit of drunken master with this fighting here.
Yeah, a little bit, and it looks like what we're gonna have here on.
He's got a good hover gun going on there too. They should have consulted with you, man.
Onion isn't doing his normal like dance thing. He's taking this seriously. He wants to win. He normally would be dancing around and doing silly stuff, but he's not. He really wants to win here. I think he's really trying to redeem himself.
I say if you're not going to win though, lose with style.
Exactly. If you're gonna, yeah. But I think he's doing well. I was
Get
wrong
Hip
the last
did, right?
time, but like here we are. We got Thermi showing off a little bit, with the limbo. So maybe that'll cost him. Let's cross our fingers. Go respawn.
love this song so much, man. It works really good for this game as
Bro.
well. Absolutely fantastic execution. Moving their way slowly through one of the very early levels available, or scenes as they call them, over at Cloudhead Games. For the game Pistol Whip.
The music in this game is fantastic too. Like, it's quiet. Everything is on the record label Cannaballin'.
Oh, he's posing for us now. He went sideways with the gangster gun.
Oh my god. Here we go. About to get a little nutty.
Cypher's doing good. Nice whip shots he's getting going. Lighting him up.
Super good
I don't think
shot.
Thermy's taking any bad hits just far. Gets a pistol whip at the same time. It was well timed. They both were right up on that one. Good sync coming in between these streams right now.
My only concern right now for Onion is his timing on his shot. That's costing him points right now. That's where
Your team is already in this couple of
nailing things.
Thermy is looking a little rigid though. I don't know if that's going to work out for him.
Sweet dab, by the way.
A little bit.
He is very well practiced on this level though. I think he's like 150 points for perfect on the scoreboards for this level.
Oh, is he?
I think that's what somebody was telling me. Like he's just shy of perfect on death. So Thermy's like, yeah, I got this one. Take a look.
Yeah, that was a pretty confident thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, he torched him.
Total massacre, man. Just zip that body.
Oh, he
bag
knew it
up.
too when he turned around. He's like, is this what you like? Are you not
that
entertained?
Was a murder. That was a murder. I'm sorry, Onion.
Oh.
Toe tag it and bag it.
What did the kids say these days? Somebody called the ASPCA. That was animal abuse.
Hello.
All right, so Chris, go ahead and let them know that Thermy is staying in. We're swapping Pesky out. Make sure his index is right and his stream is off this time. And we'll see if we can take him. Remember, Pesky gets to pick this next map.
Yeah, but how do you even send
How do you send the Chris, if you can, so we can get ourselves just a little bit of smooth talk.
The only thing I don't
Man, Cutie Pop talking about 99 Live.
If you
Live and Fix, who provided the music that we're using for the backing track.
what you
We're
can
not
do
into it.
is,
It's a different label
so
for the
are
game.
you taking a selfie with in alt space?
Yeah, I just said it. Cannonball.
Okay.
Yeah, Cannonball.
Alright,
That's
sweet.
right.
So if you log into the alt space website,
I love the
you
music.
go into your
I didn't know
photos
who they were.
section.
I mean,
and
I'm
then
not
you can
saying I'm.
get
There's a bunch of music labels. You can't remember them all.
Yeah, and when I started playing this game, okay, so I've said this before, and I have no other way to say it. This entire soundtrack for this game is perfect, beautiful.
Actually, I'm not too sure. I'm more of the alt space person here, so I'm just here supporting the
Which is
events.
really
If I
hard
have
to get. Like I was
ask,
zipping through
yeah,
the catalogs
Triple Net
for
or,
Fix Gaming
Project
and
8
for
or
99 Lives. I was like,
somebody
all right, I
else
gotta find music that lines up. As you can hear, this track it does
Probably
fit.
that
But I
loading
was
area
zooming
there
through a
will have
whole
just
bunch
like-
of songs today to pick out exactly what we needed.
Right.
And it's very hard to find
luck,
songs
my
that
man.
fit because I mean they need to start strong, they need to end strong. And a lot of songs like to have a little build up as they get into it. It's like, no, you got build up, I can't use it.
Right, and the build-up
Awesome.
doesn't work when
There
you're
we
just
go.
listening
Happy
to it. Now, in the
times.
game, there's some sections where they're really slow.
Everything's
there's
going
some
with you.
builds, and it
Yeah,
works
everything's
really
going
well.
pretty
but
great.
it's-
Yeah, we're having a nice response
There's
to
a feeling behind it when
Pistol
it's
Whip
happening.
launch day.
It's hard to explain, and everything on
We
this
call it murder music. A lot of us call it
That's
workout
a lot of
music
people
too. It's
here.
kind of in the same zone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely.
It's the one that gets your blood pumping.
you guys, there's a band actually called
I'm here
Professional
supporting
Run
the
for
event.
It. Go look them up. They did a couple of
How
songs.
the events
They're
going?
mostly
Not to be
music.
confused
Yeah,
with Knife
yeah,
Party.
it's going pretty good. Yeah, with so many, we had to like
Yeah,
split
not
the
to be
event too. There's
confused,
too many
but
people,
they're-
so it was
they
like
only
that's
ever do,
pretty
I think,
cool.
music
Oh, really?
movies and stuff.
So is there
I
two
don't know.
rooms?
I had like
there
a
was
single
an
when I was
overflow room once.
14 or something. And
If there's too many,
music,
if
this
too many
whole
people are watching the video
label
player at the same
reminds me
time,
of that.
it's
It just
it's not
works.
too happy.
All right, we got Pesky on the right. We got Therme on the left.
Yeah, just shuffle the
Oh,
deck a little.
Pesky.
We're counting on our boy Pesky to be able to do it.
So how long
Dodges
is
some
the
good
event
bullets
going
coming in at the
for?
very beginning. This is
So this
only
event
early
is on
spots.
from
We are,
3:30
as you
Pacific
said, all
to
playing on
5,
hard, but
so I
with
think
no
we'll be on for
fail
another
on.
40 minutes or so.
This is still, I think, one of the earlier maps
Okay,
that
gotcha.
Fermi is good
And
at.
now
I don't
it's
think
not
Pesky was
even
able to
down,
save anything in his
Oh my
past.
God.
The map-
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he
yeah.
used all the maps that he was good at the beginning.
So we just
Well, I
switched
think
them back
we're
into
playing
this
Death
event. So
again.
I think there's still a few people in the other event still, but it's like unfeatured. So this
V-Respawn gets
is
the
where
pick
it's
if he thinks he can
happening.
take him to death.
Exactly. And this,
Focal point.
to me, this is still
Because you guys used to have a feature where like
all of them.
automatically
This is my favorite
make a new
scene.
room, right?
It's just
Yeah,
so.
yeah, absolutely. That's front row. So that would have that
Nice backhand coming in
feature is
from
just
Pesky
hiatus
Tashu,
right now. So
showing off his
that
pimping
would've been,
skills.
Pretty ideal.
Get that.
for what was
Did
going on.
Pesky get that guy on the
Instead,
right?
I was manually
If you didn't, that's gonna cost him.
back rowing.
I don't know, man. I was too busy watching Thermi during that
Right,
particular
yeah.
move.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Check,
I love
check
it.
the tape on that
The
one.
guy on the right.
I don't know. Pesky doesn't do a lot
you
of
like
this in
this,
YouTube.
the screen
We
door
are
effect
kind
here?
of we're not
Yeah,
seeing their full
I love
field
it.
of
Yeah.
view, obviously.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh,
It's
Pesky
really,
showing off. Oh no, there's no way. They didn't get them all, and they're coming in from behind. He's
They've done
getting
an
outnumbered.
amazing job, sort of like, I don't know.
What is going down?
decorating it.
I see what Pesky did
I'm
there.
not sure if you know, but there's like a little scavenger
So what
hunt
Pesky's
looking
doing is
for
those mobs are all worth
3
points,
golden
so you don't have
guns
to kill
here,
them.
so
If you can do it quickly,
you can try to find those. I couldn't find them. I had to have them tell me where they were.
It really is.
Yeah, well, the UI I really like about Altspace compared to other VR apps. I really like the consistent design you guys have.
So like the longer.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean that's all part of it, right? I know until we don't have buttons in VR anymore, it's like glad that these all make
kill
sense
all
to
of
you.
them in each one of these sections for a whole
I
bunch
can't
of
wait for that
points.
new
Thermi
button that
didn't
Adam
do
was
that.
telling me about.
Thermi let him go,
the
huh?
kicking people
He
out.
let him go.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Pesky
Oh yeah.
turned around and
Yeah.
shot him all.
We're definitely.
Pesky doesn't let anyone go. No survivors is Pesky's motto.
I think that's going to be the thing that makes or breaks this
panel
round, is going to be those
items.
extra guys, because it's going to happen
Basically,
2 more
the
times.
version that we have
You're gonna
now
see
is
it again
just
here
the
in a
first
minute,
version.
and
So
then you're going to see
there's
it
more
again
versions.
at the end of the song.
Is he gonna get the rest of these dudes? Oh, he does light him up as many as he
And you were
can.
gonna put,
Don't know if he gets
the
everybody. Granted, it does happen
stage
off
walking
screen.
in my
He did
world,
see a little bit of a
Yes, yeah. I
of
put
like
3
a
little
fail
sort of cubes
body
just sort of
language
in the
coming in
middle
from
there, so I
Pesky
thought you'd be
Casher,
able
so I
to
think he
grab
knows
those.
he left 1 or 2 of them still alive.
Oh,
And he's like,
dude,
with no
that's
survivors.
something like
That's
that. I
the
didn't know it
rules.
existed. That's really helpful.
Yeah, and honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
there.
excited that he's doing that.
Yeah, it's just something that
That
I
is-
have to
that is
add for you. So
totally
go in there, just
They're
let me
there
know
for
that you
fun.
can grab
You
them
don't
and
have
move
to
them
kill
around,
any of
and
them.
then
Running directly
otherwise
at
I
you.
can come in
The
and
chat
place them
thinks
for you.
Thermi's
I
getting
thought maybe just
tired,
putting
and that's a theory that
there's some weird angles up there, so it might be nice to sort of just angle them on the side.
Oh,
so
for sure.
I thought 3 would be good. If you need more, let me know.
we
Yeah,
had
I'm
at the
just
beginning that we
thinking,
think since this is launch day
yeah,
and Thermi
maybe-
works with Cloudhead
maybe
Games,
4 could
that
have
it would have been a nervous night for him. He wouldn't have been able to sleep at all.
So if you have.
So I mean, if I could, I would want to make like a little box around me, because last time someone was like going on top of me and then flying all the way up really fast, so I couldn't kick them out.
Last chance.
Okay. Yeah, sure. No, I can add a 4th. That's not a problem.
Yeah, just so I can create a little box, and then I'll be fine. I mean, with those trolls, they're just persistent.
So I guess I just don't know. Like, I mean, you can grab those and scale those. So I mean, you could just put like a huge,
So we
you could put
expected
a
him to not be
cube.
well rested.
It's a cube. So you could put,
It's
you could
working
put
out.
this big cube all over your whole entire stage
Comes the
area.
next section of
Oh, does he get him?
But I
Watch
put-
your back, boy. Pesky gets it done. But can Pesky deliver for the end of the game? I'm feeling like it might happen. What does the chat think before we get to the
Yeah, I
end?
think you're good at.
I'm really, they both did it that time. The next section is going to be a good one too.
Oh, Pesky hit a wall. I missed that. Cypher noticed that Pesky nailed a wall, and that might actually even up the score. It's true.
It's possible, but
We're right under the Hi, live stream. Fun it out, space. Come make some events.
I haven't been paying attention because we've been watching Pesky with We should be watching both guys, but we just can't help ourselves.
Hey, Chad, has Thermi taken any hits? Because I haven't seen any. But I've been too
Pesky's
busy
got that
watching.
bob and weave down. Like you see, it just kind of naturally does. Although Pesky's dancing for us. Pesky's feeling the game.
Meditation. Should I do some meditation?
Pesky falls in love with good games
I
very
can do
quickly
doctrine.
and deeply. He's got a lot of passion in his soul. Oh, and the pimp hand is strong. Now get that dance on. He doesn't get a lot of them, and he's taking shots from behind, but he knows they're coming, so he's dodging out the way. This is not his first time playing this map, trying to max out his score. He's going all the way, falls to the wall, lighting him up. Can he get the top ones? Oh, he takes a shot to the face. That's going to cost him dearly.
He's going hard right now. My God, he's just in on it.
Oh, another shot to the face. I think he made.
No,
Woo, Pesky. Nice. Team
Oh,
Pesky up
Pesky
here.
beat him.
Breakdown. Were you one of the people to ask questions?
What's that now?
Oh, were you one of the people to ask questions?
Not have been able to
about the
maintain his
giveaway?
composure through the end of the map, and that may end up being what cost him coming down to the end of this map. We know that 200,000 is what Thermi threw up the last time we played this map.
I think it's still going to be pretty close though, because those guys that you have to shoot
So,
when they turn
how do you,
around, those are going to be a big deciding factor.
how do you,
because if they got
link
those on
your
time, that's
Altspace
a ton of points.
Your,
Plus, Pesky's really into it. Thermi
how do you
is
link
pretty
your
either
Altspace
tired
account to your Twitter?
or something, because he's not he's not doing what.
Well, he also just played this map, this scene. Sorry, and I think that's something to think about. You know, like if you just played a scene, does it make you more fresh on it, or do you take it a little less seriously?
I don't know. I still bop around to this song. I love this song.
Well, yeah, but you gotta keep in mind that Thurby's played this map considerably more times than we have.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't care. Dance!
Dance, you bastards!
Come on, man.
Love a good guitar solo in a mid scene here.
Probably doesn't know. She does whole space.
A much smoother stream though, so it makes for a good finale if Pesky didn't win.
Vivian, I don't know how to
I still want to believe. Pip hand strong.
Come on.
Actually,
come on, Pesky.
I want to believe, but I'm so pessimistic.
I
gotta believe.
Just, he took so many hits though.
I will go talk to him.
I'll find him real quick.
Oh! He does it! Pesky does it! That means we're going for another round 3. Let's come back to the cameras as we get ready for them to set up Pesky. Pesky just inching it out by 500 points. I can't believe it. I wanted to believe it, didn't believe, but Pesky does it. Pesky does it again.
Man, just an inch.
So for those of you just tuning in, we're at the very end of our competition. We had the first match was won by VRespawn, second match won by Cloudhead Games. We are now going into the final round of the final match. We're 1-1. It's going to come down to Pesky versus Thermy. Both sides have a man eliminated. So it's going to come right, not Thermy, Dan. It's going to come right down to this. And
Dan's gonna have to go hard, man. Dan's gonna really have to try.
What scene does Pesky pick? He's not going to do death 3 times in a row.
Oh, that would be so funny if he picked up again.
Well, I mean, everybody does love death. I mean, he could get away with it.
I will legitimately have to walk away to laugh for it. Like,
oh, it was by 6,000. Pesky won by 6,000. He said. I guess I read the score wrong.
Yeah, Stu, they're running. They are running the aim assist because, like, if you haven't played this game, go buy it and then turn Deadeye on and go play.
Yeah.
It's a completely different game, and they're also running no fail because, like, we don't want an accidental second shot to end a round.
Yeah. It'll just make for a boring stream. So this right here, this is what's referred to as an invitational, a show match. This is meant to show off the game to everybody who is not aware of this game or slightly aware of it and just wants to see what you could do head-to-head matches. Once we, if and when we turn this into a competitive thing that comes back more and more for VR Master Leagues, then the players who will have gotten very good at the game by that point will discuss what they think the pro rules should be. Are we all going to do hard? Are we all going to do failure on? Are we all going to do dead-eye shots the entire way through? Entirely possible that we will. And if you get eliminated, the match ends immediately. That could be a rule, but that's usually up for the competitive community to decide. Right now, it's just Pesky versus Dan, also listed as Tom Selk's mustache.
You know, I'm not gonna feel bad if the Devs lose, but
why would you feel bad?
They're
throwing us a bone, helping us out.
Thermy was so cocky coming in too. Like,
well, you've seen his scores. He has a right to be cocky.
I know. I love it though.
It's just that was sort of the point I was trying to make though, is that it's like, you know, you're a guy who has a lot of access to the game. That counts for a lot. But you have to keep in mind that Pesky is a tried and true professional VR esports player. He's been to several lands. He's won many of them. He knows what he's doing.
A big thing, like, people, like, with the VR esports stuff, man, it's such a small community, and, like, people like Pesky just,
oh, man, the final stream is coming in a little bit choppy, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be the finale. We're going to see what... I really wish we could have held on to what we had before for the nice play stream. I wonder if it's just some kind of weird rule, like if one guy's, if his bitrate starts getting choppy, that it just tries to sync it up. Like if it's just... Because we noticed, like, if one guy is off, the whole thing gets weird, and we think that it's like some kind of auto sync it's trying to do, and then we like lose the stream, and it comes back. And that's like probably loot buffering from one player causes the whole thing to die.
Well, they both just taken hits. Oh, their GoPro just died. So, folks, on the left-hand side there, when you see that, you've got an Elgato capture card. Lost its signal.
Now, I wonder why it would lose its signal. Is it just that they don't have... Pesky's taking too many hits. Come on, Pesky! I know Pesky's tired because he put everything he could into that last round to be able to take down Thermy, but he's got to dig deep and pull the last of what he's got left if he wants to win.
Yeah, it's gonna be... He's gonna have to really keep, like, on at this point, because he's taking a lot of shots, which means he's potentially been startled, which means he's potentially missed a shot and had poor accuracy or whatever. Like, That's not good. It's not good at all. Pesky, come on, man. We need you.
We believe in you, Pesky.
Yeah, you're our only hope, man.
We're over here just saying, all right. It's like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Everybody clap your hands if you believe in Pesky.
Just bring that slipper to my Cinderella. Since we're talking about Disney stuff, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't even know anymore. I'm so sorry. You steal me.
We had a guy actually throwing up. He's like, does anybody know if Liv works the Oculus version of Pistol Whip? I know Liv is working on mixed reality stuff, but it's not there yet. Oh no! Pesky has been defeated.
You got tired.
Oh my God!
He got tired, man. He took some hits, and those hits cost him.
Yellow.
And that is a win. Congratulations to our boys over at Cloudhead Games. It's only fitting that they won. This is their day. Their game has come out. People are happy about it. It's well reviewed online.
Seriously,
available
can you tell me
on
where
the
is
Steam
it?
Store and Oculus. Available
what do you
on
work on
the
in
Rift
Allspace?
and on the Quest
Sorry?
cross-buy as well if you buy it and any of your headsets.
There are people with it on Twitter.
It is available right now. So many people are streaming this game right now. Lots of really
Okay,
good
what you mean?
ideas.
I was just thinking about that Greek
Try not.
saying that the
Oh,
voice
that's
over
part
really
of
What do you got for us, man?
Well, I was gonna say also available on Viveport too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I had an issue, so if you're like Viveport people, can't get it yet.
All 5 of them. That's right.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. I know Vibes are your buddies. I'm just messing.
Well, no. Hey, I've never been the guy that says their stuff is great. In fact, I was huge anti-Viveport for the longest time. Like, I still am not 100% on board with Viveport, but like, Infinity's cool, and it is better. Like, it isn't the way it
Hi,
used
do
to
you want
be.
to move
So
downstairs?
you got a code for some free time to check it out? Yeah, do it. Like, it's free, you know. But yeah. Not gonna sit here and shill their stuff. No, I'm good. But I do want to like be yelling at Pesky right now.
Not true.
Why, dude? He put up a pretty good show. He just ran out of steam.
Why?
I'm trying to be the disappointed father here, okay?
Okay. Go for it. Give him the disappointment.
Pesky, seriously, we raised you better, man. Why'd you give up in the end?
I'm kidding.
What happened? You beat Thermy over and over again.
And on that note, that is all we have for tonight. Be sure to check out the Altspace party if you aren't already there. Some of us casters and players will be hopping by to say hello.
Genius.
Yeah, and thanks again to Cloudhead Games for giving us the opportunity to do this with them, work with them early in the game, to create content for it and help them out. Because it's an awesome game with great developers. VR Master League for being a great partner for this kind of stuff. Fix Gaming, 99 Lives for all the music you guys have provided, and of course VRespawn for setting this whole thing up. And Nightfire, dude, seriously, thank you again for all the back end work.
All of
a lot
them?
of heavy lifting. We appreciate you.
And we definitely have some checklist stuff to go over and some phone calls to make out to Restream to try to get that cleaned up. Again, I am Poon Anders. Thank you again for joining us. Be sure to check out VRespawn.com.
We have the
for
winners.
links to VR Esports News. Kitty Pop, you got the last
If I
word,
call
so
your
go
name,
on, brother.
You get a key.
Hit us up on Twitter and Facebook or wherever. We got social stuff. Like, follow, subscribe, and
It's
check
key,
out
right?
the YouTube channel.
It is a key.
Keep
I'm
us
not making
in
stuff
your
up,
loop.
right?
Keep us on your radar. This isn't going to be a one-time thing. You're going to see us a lot.
We'll do it at least twice.
Exactly.
One sec, guys. Let me change my.
All right. We'll see you guys later, man.
Real quick, so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so the winners for the keys are Dillio. Raise your hand. Give me a little woo. VRetime. Oh my God, Ham Baby.
Yeah, baby.
Michael ST.
Michael X3.
Gaston Ventu. Mudface. Josh Johns. And Mike the D Train. So if you already have the game, go yell at Vivian and she'll get you something else. But if you don't have the game, we'll get you a key. Also, go yell at Vivian because I don't really care. But we are doing another competition. So raise your hand if you want to be in this last competition.
Sure. I got nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Okay, I lied. Don't just raise your hand. So there's a function that says raise hand on your bottom right. Hit it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
All right, go. We got.
Stop fapping, please. It's kind of disgusting. Gross.
Come over here to Cammy and Project if she calls your name.
Does anyone else hear that?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Room.
Adam, Ventu, Mike, no fat chick. Guest 956666874. Jose Shivers. Guest 709429997. You guys really gotta come up with some more creative usernames. Surgebird, Charles, and Tiagra Altspace. You guys are participating.
Oh no, I fell on my desk!
I've done everything.
There you go.
How hard is it?
It's not Twitter. It's not Twitter. It's gonna be trivia.
Are you vegan?
Wait, if you are not on Twitter, you can't take part.
Alright, time to use my phone.
Okay, I'm one of the winners.
Oh, it's not a Twitter thing. Okay. All right.
How do I get it?
So the 10 of you
Okay, thank you.
that are playing trivia. So behind you, you see an A, and a B, and a C, right?
Here, wait, can you re-say that? Your mic, like.
Oh, sorry. So behind you, you see A, B, and C. So we're going to run some trivia questions up on the screen, and you are going... Oh, I'll mute myself, Vivian. Jesus.
Remove. There he is.
All right. Now I mute myself. Okay, so you will see some questions up on the screen, and then we'll ask you to go stand by the A, the B, or the C. And it's basically last man standing wins. So it's trivia. You just go where you think the right answer is. We'll go over the answers. And then if you lose, you suck, you're out. That's how it is. Movie trivia! All right, we're going to do a little...
Movie trivia!
Alright guys, if we all pick the
1
same
second, we're
letter,
making...
we all win.
That's true. I'm with this guy.
Or all lose.
It's a 50-50 though. 50-50 odds.
No, it's a
I don't think that's how math works. There's 3 options.
It's like 35.
I mean, I'm bad at math, but I'm pretty sure it's not 50-50.
33.3%. What's going on here though?
But you gotta like the winner. It's
Alright,
your
movie
moral
trivia.
judgment.
Are we ready, Cammy?
How many
I think he stepped out of the headset.
Yeah, just go for it.
We either
All right,
win together
so,
or lose.
Question number 1. I wave my hand and things happen on screen.
I like it. Name that movie. Jaws 3.
Always.
All right, so the question will show, and then there will be 3 answers shown below, like this. 1.
Come on, Vivian.
Answer number 1.
You're not doing it hard enough.
What movie?
Oh, okay. So what movie is this from? Answer number 1.
One.
You gotta sing it.
Answer number 2.
I might have to re-answer.
Answer number 3.
Really?
So if you think it's A, B, or C, go stand in front of the one that you think it is. And
I don't know which one to pick.
What is
this is the test. We're just making sure you all understand the rules of the competition.
We have to spread ourselves evenly.
John Wick.
Or we distribute.
I think that guy's in the wrong spot. No, okay. So that's how it goes. Now we're gonna move on to the real questions. I wave my hand.
Ooh, nice.
And then I give a flourish.
Well, you really did it 360.
Yeah, I did. That's room scale, baby.
Well, I got room scale too, but that cord will wrap around.
All right. What movie is this quote from? Answer number 1. Answer number 2. I really sad I don't have feet tracking because I'm doing some Michael Jackson moves right now. Answer number 3. All right, so go stand in front of which one you think is right.
Easy. Easy money.
I've only seen 2 of those.
I think there's more than 10 people here.
I think wait, are you? Is this guy playing?
No.
MB?
No. I was joking.
Yeah.
We're all together.
I think everyone got that one right. Everyone's on
Dude,
C.
everyone's gonna lose.
What's the correct
Let's
answer?
all go to one avatar.
Wait, does it show the right answer, or do I have to? Oh.
John Wick.
Yay!
All right, I promise they get harder. Question number 2.
I'm just going with everyone because I know that's the only way I'm gonna win.
Oh,
All right, what movie is this from?
Hey, I just said this in the other Discord just today.
Answer number 1. Answer number 2.
That's funny.
Oh,
man, it's so easy.
Or answer number 3.
Oh man, Cash.
Oh, Lethal Weapon, man, that's such a good movie.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Let's all assemble.
I take it.
Let's all assemble.
Well, it looks like they all got it right. What do you say, Cammy?
Everyone follow Perry.
Perry?
Everyone follow Perry.
Where's Perry the
I think that is everybody. All right. Next question. Or quote.
Dude, at this point, when main guy gets it wrong, everyone's
Answer number 1. Answer number 2. Answer number 3.
Damn, I actually don't know this.
Are you kidding me? You don't know this one?
All right, pick your answers.
I'm guessing
We're
Face
all
Off.
walking in. Face Off.
I don't know. Oh,
3,
yeah, Face Off.
2,
The
1.
title.
Done.
Face Off.
I'm in here.
Oh,
I'm in
you
here,
guys
and
are
then
such
I'm on
lemmings.
whatever. I couldn't move.
What was it?
Correct answer is Face Off.
Face Off.
With Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage and who's the other guy?
The Power of Logic.
John Travolta.
John Travolta. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Here
yes.
you go.
In Spanish is
All right, next question.
Nicolas Cage should win a Grammy.
Anything else?
And the answers. Magical flourish of the hand. Woohoo!
First thing I found out,
Ooh,
I
that's
want
a
to
good one.
spread it.
Not gonna lie, I don't know.
Memento.
It's totally like me.
I don't know this one.
What the hell's
T.
Memento?
All right.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Deep.
5,
Deep.
4,
How much deep?
3, 2, 1. Done. No moving.
Hold your position.
Oh god. Who said Memento? I'm really just trusting you. Total Recall makes sense.
Correct answer
All
is
right. Everybody here is out. It is
C. Total Recall. Woo!
Oh, don't you didn't do the Arnold voice, so that's why it was hard. You
Made
got the
sense.
Arnold voice.
You know.
Just kidding. It's A.
Wait, guys, I'm
Okay.
offended.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh wow. Hey.
Cammy doesn't know what she's doing. It's actually A.
No.
You're all
It
wrong.
was A.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
that sucks.
Nice.
Hey.
Wait,
Wait.
No, this guy got it right. Yes.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
This guy wins. Everyone, Michael wins. Michael wins.
Hey, I won!
Michael.
the guest won. You won. Come up here. Come here, guest.
Michael, you're so cool.
Why did
Michael, you're
cheer?
awesome.
The only person I remember is
Congratulations, Michael.
956666874.
I feel like Michael
Yeah,
should
get
have
it
won.
done. I think Michael should
Yeah.
also get the win.
This is Michael.
Hey, guys, what does
Michael,
everybody cheer me
Michael,
on?
I'll take
Michael.
credibility.
Michael.
Michael.
Come on, guess nine.
You're cool.
Oh, so
Do we want to keep going?
I think I wasn't participating officially, but
I don't even
You get- dude, come on, you just won.
Hey, we have slightly harder ones. Let's go to the next section of the competition and go to what's it called? I forget what it's called. Someone talk to me. Guess the actor's name. Yes.
How about me and the guest?
Oh,
No one made it to part.
It's the same rules.
Yeah. Someone just put their hands up.
All right, so you got to raise your hand again if you want to be part of this.
I'm bad at naming.
Put your hands up, please, if you would like to participate.
No, actually, raise the hand in the VR thing. Hit the button that says raise hand.
Instructions unclear.
Instructions unclear. Hand stuck in.
Good job winning, bro.
I didn't win, but I'll take the high five.
What? I thought you won though.
Nah, it's the other
It was. It was.
Are you project?
Guess I should have trusted you. Guess.
Yep. I guess that's not mine.
Is my mic on? I'm just making sure, because I always do where my mic is.
All right, Cammy is getting the list together. Do we have our players?
Bacon boy.
What's up? Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Yeah, it's on.
Hey,
Turn it up a little bit.
it's Michael.
You guys hear me?
Everyone. Yeah.
All right, let's make this a little easier on Cammy. If y'all could move to that side of the room, and then when we call your name, you're gonna come this way.
Okay.
Everybody over here.
I think I got it. Oh,
It's like a runway.
Jesus Christ.
No. Yes. Yes. Everybody over this way. Come on.
Come on, man.
It's like Red Rover, except everyone's over there. Look at him go. The hands make him go faster.
Okay.
All right, if Cammy calls out your name, move to this side of the room,
Yes.
please.
We only took the first. We took the first 10. So if you are Tiagra Altspace over there, JC Julian, Surgeberg, Alttray, Perry, Mike No Fat Chicks again, Adam the Pilot, the Vengeful One.
Just Michael. Just Michael.
No fat. Hashtag no fat chicks.
If you put that in there, with it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10 people. Cammy can count to 10 people. Woo! All right. So, so now, the questions. Magical flourish of the hand.
Nice.
Oh boy,
I love it.
know it.
So
Now we're just waiting.
what actor was this that said "Welcome to Earth" and then punched an alien in the face? Is it A?
Oh, I know this.
Is it B?
Yes.
Or is it C?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is
Oh, gonna be.
C. Gotta be C.
You have 5 seconds. 5, 4,
Ooh.
3, 2, 1.
Please.
Done. Stop moving. I think they're all in B except for. Wait, is that one of our players over there by A?
Oh, if that's
No,
guess,
that's not one of our
if
players.
that's
It's all in B.
guess.
The Vengeful One, you are out, unfortunately.
Oh. Womp, womp, womp. Everybody give him some sorrow claps. On to the next question.
Are we back over
They
here?
do know
right?
that.
Or are we staying here?
Yes, the answer is Will Smith, if you did not catch that. Next question.
Don't be sheep. Oh, damn, that's pretty hard.
Is that Tom Cruise? No.
Okay, so there's a slight typo. Right before departing the scene, which actor said, "I'm the guy who does his job, you must be the other guy"? Is it answer number A? Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah. Is it answer number B?
Does sound like it.
Or is it answer C?
Shit.
Yeah, it's A.
Which one is it?
I go to. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, A.
Number A.
You have 5,
How do you on this?
4, 3, 2,
Oh.
1. Stop moving!
Come on.
Brave.
They gonna whisper.
Everybody clap your hands.
Hey.
The answer for this one is A.
How'd I get in here?
So Adam.
Mark Wahlberg.
Why am I here?
What movie was that from? Was that The Other Guys? The Departed. That was The Departed.
The Departed, yeah. I just couldn't think of that.
All right. So how many people do we have left still in the?
I'm sorry, buddy.
Alrighty. Next question is.
All right, time to go buy the game normally.
There's only 7 minutes left.
Message Joe.
I'm just gonna get
Who is the sexy suited superstar that said "Last Rat Standing"? Is it A,
Hey, Adam.
Ratatouille.
B,
Brad Pitt.
Sexy?
or C?
I want a code. I'm so.
Oh,
What
what?
do you do?
Job.
Sexy.
He did the 12
5, 4,
Yeah.
3,
Oh, God.
2,
This one I couldn't find,
1.
but it was-
Stop moving!
some random picture, and I look over there, and I'm like, oh.
I don't know what the right answer is. Hold on.
I don't think anyone does.
I was like,
I don't know.
Oh God, you guys. guys are failing me hard. The answer was C. So we're gonna keep going because none of you got it right. So we're gonna go to the next one and see if you can redeem yourselves.
I don't even know who Daniel Craig is.
Exactly.
Oh,
We gotta try and let me know how.
Next question.
There's a golden gun up there.
No.
A new respect for Daniel Craig.
I just gotta wait for them to send me.
Who said that? Is it A, B, or C?
How did this guy know? A lot of people that say that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop moving. Mike, you're an idiot.
That might be true.
I know.
I don't know.
It's from baby. If you don't know that, it's pretty obvious.
The answer is Sigourney Weaver. A. So, Mike, you're up.
Did I win?
How many people do we have left?
I think a lot of
I'm going to mute. I'm going to mute everyone because I can.
Why?
No, we'll be late.
I will unmute you in a second.
Bye, guys.
All right, last question on the screen. Because no one's allowed to tell other people the answers. That's why I muted you all. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Who said it? Number A. B. Or C. Who the hell is Peter Weller? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop moving. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is C. That's not one of our players, though, is it? I am okay. So we are. Since guest was not actually part of the competition, I don't believe. Where was he, Cammy? Was he on the list? Guest 716? No, he wasn't on the list. I've unmuted everyone. All right, so we are going to put the leftovers, that's you guys, in a drawing, and we're going to randomly draw one, and we'll give you some swag or a key. I'm not actually sure what, but we will get you a prize, and we will reach out to you soon?
Yeah,
in like 10 minutes. So you guys can hang out. That's really it for us. I would love to thank the developers if they're still here. Thanks to Vivian, Project, everyone that built the room, made the template happen. Our streamers, Cloudhead Gaming, AltSpace, they helped us out immensely. Anyone I'm forgetting, Schmidt Tech specifically, even though he's super loud wherever he goes. But yeah, I mean, and thank you all you guys for coming out and making this event. Like, you filled up one room, we had to split it into two. So like, we love you all for coming. We appreciate it. Go buy the game if you didn't win a key, because the game is awesome. If you did win a key, we will be getting you one shortly. But definitely just hang out in the room, especially if you think you won. Hang out for a bit. We're gonna go mix and mingle in our Discord, and we will get the winners back out to you guys. So just hang tight if you want. Talk about the game. Find the rest of the golden guns if you haven't found all three, because there are three and they're nice and hidden.
I like pineapples.
Only two.
Me too.
Oh yeah, and all our viewers in YouTube, we would like to salute you as well, watching in 2D, thanks to YouTube and the Hive VR. So yeah, this is all on VOD. If you want to watch the competition, that will be on the VRespawn YouTube. If you want to watch what happened in here, all of this craziness, that will be on the Hive's YouTube. So make sure that you go like and follow those. And that's it for us.